Hello, everyone. I'm Bob Schmoen, one of your NYCC librarians. And in this video, I will demonstrate the new Explore feature in the Ride with GPS mobile app. This is a great feature, particularly if you're traveling with your bike to a new region and want ideas for routes that match your preferences, be it gravel or pavement or mixed, climbing, flat, it's your choice. It is a free feature and available to all users. First, let's open up the Ride with GPS mobile app. As you see, I'm on my home page, and at the bottom there is a row with 5 options, starting with Home on the bottom left. To the right of the Home icon, you'll see Explore. As the feature is relatively new, if instead you see an icon labeled Find, the old feature, just update your app and you'll see Explore. When you click Explore, up will come a map that defaults to show routes in your current location. You can then zoom out or pan the map any direction you want, and when you do, you'll see a Search This Area button come up at the bottom of the map. Click it, and up come routes in that area. As we have our New York region covered in our library, for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to pretend I'm going to Hendersonville, North Carolina, a lovely town near Asheville, and I want ideas for routes. So I go to the search bar and type in Hendersonville. In this case, I have it in recent searches, and select. Up comes a map with routes near Hendersonville. By default, these routes are 40 to 60 miles long and are loops or point-to-point routes that begin and end within 5 miles of themselves. It's important to add that these routes are curated by the platform's algorithm to bring up the highest quality routes. They get their high rating because they have lots of views or downloads, pins, and are even ambassador routes, which are routes created by clubs and organizations that promote the best routes in their region. You'll notice the green start points and also a green circle with a number. Wherever you see these numbers, they are a cluster of starting points, and when you zoom in, the numbers will get lower, and you'll see those individual start icons. And you can tap on those start icons just as you can tap on the route lines, and up will come the route. So let's tap on one of the routes. Up it comes. If you aren't interested in that route, just scroll the route down and keep looking. When a route comes up you are interested in, just tap it again and bring it up in full where you can see the detail. Perhaps it has some points of interest on it. Maybe it has some photos added, and you can view those. And you can swipe up from the bottom to see elevation profile. You can even tap that elevation profile card to interact with it. And if you tap it again, you'll see the blue dot on the screen that indicates the location relative to the elevation profile as you scroll through. And you can zoom in on the card itself to get a more granular view of the climbs. And back to route overview. If you scroll right or left, you can also see routes nearby. But going back to the default route page, let's see how you can tweak the results using filters to come up with ideas that match your preferences. The filters are in tabs at the top of the map. Let's scroll right and start with route type. In all the filters, you can select as many or few of the options as you want. In this case, I'm interested in a loop ride, so I check loop and save. Next is surfaces with 5 options. And as I brought my gravel bike, I want mixed surfaces and mostly unpaved. With elevation, I'm looking for as much climbing as I can get, so I'll keep it at the max. But if you want a flatter ride, just scroll over to reduce the vert to whatever you want. For length, I want something in the 50-mile plus range, so I'll scroll the right dot down to 60 and the left up to 50. Now comes up a map with route options matching these filters that I've programmed in. and I can start checking them out by tapping on any of the route lines. When a route comes up, I'll see the basic metrics. Notice also in the elevation card, the sections with white stripes are unpaved and the solid orange sections are paved. Okay, so I've looked around and 59 Pinnacle looks like it's exactly what I want, including a big gravel climb in the middle. So I select it. I'm also interested to get more info on where it's paved and unpaved. So I scroll down and click on where it says surfaces. On the elevation card, I see a blue highlighted tint that will show me which section I'm looking at. Above the elevation card, you'll see a right and left arrow to scroll through the sections. Here, I see the route starts with 14.8 miles of paved. Then I click the right arrow, and the next is 2.2 miles unpaved. The location also shown on the map above. And I keep going. I see the next section is 10.6 paved. Then the next is the big climb over the mountain, and I see it's 13.5 miles of unpaved, and so on. Finally, going back, there are options for cue sheets and segment info. And up at the top, there are buttons for navigation, save, where I can download the route to my offline library, and navigation will work with the GPS function, even if I'm out of cell phone range. And that is it. The new Explore feature on the Ride with GPS mobile app. And remember, this Explore feature works anywhere in the world where cyclists are logging rides, such as Athens, Greece, where I'll be this summer. So have fun exploring and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, now let's see what's in Athens.